Well, episode 2, season 2, here we are. So excited. I know we were just talking, like, I don't remember what I talked about in season 1, so we're gonna have some repeats of some stuff, and that's okay.
Have you watched The Real Housewives of Rhode Island yet?
No, I'm so sorry. Work is really fucking busy. I need to make money to keep this fueled because the people that are following, I'm paying behind the scenes.
Okay, well, you should stop paying them because that's more important to me at this time in my life.
Okay, how about episode 3? That's my goal.
That's
okay, the next time we meet, I'll have watched the shows. Fine. My apologies. So I had the most embarrassing thing happen to me, and I really need to know, actually, you need to tell me a story. You can make it up on the fucking spot right now to make me feel better.
Okay.
But I went the entire work day with a hole in my pants.
Where was it?
Right at the crotch.
How, like underneath? Or like, I need visual, like I need to understand.
You could see it as, it was like between my asshole and my vagina area.
And that's not normally something you can see when you're walking.
I think you could, it was big. It was a big hole in my pants.
Yikes.
And nobody said anything.
Probably because no one noticed. I'm guaranteeing you no man noticed. I love you so much, Kyle. He's upstairs while recording this. He could walk past something 500 times, and like if I asked him to go find it, he'd be like,
I could. It's not there.
The number of times where I'm like, hey, can you go get that? He's like, I couldn't find it. And I like lift one thing, and I'm like, so it's right there.
Like somebody had to have seen it. If you see something like that, would you tell somebody?
If it was a girl, yeah. If it was a guy, I'd probably be like, you need to have
good luck.
Yeah, but if it was a girl, even if they had something in your teeth, I'd be like, hey, so sorry. Like, I would want someone to tell me, so I'm going to tell you. So I'm guessing no one saw it.
Let's hope, because that was really bad. I was feeling myself, too. It was this new pair of pants that I got on Rent the Runway.
That's really shitty that it had a hole and it's a new pair of pants.
I know. Well, they're not new. It's Rent the Runway, so it's like they were new for me. They were not new for them.
That's fair.
No, I did. I got a return. All the things were fine, but it didn't solve the fact that I walked around the entire day with a full hole in my pants.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice until I went to the bathroom at like 4:30 p.m.
And at that point.
And I scurried home. Like I found an excuse to get myself out of that office early.
You said.
I had a little shawl at my desk and I like.
You're like, that's an interesting way to use that.
So
tied around your
waist. I was like, can I not show up tomorrow?
Yeah, that's tough. I can't think of any embarrassing stories, even though I know I've had one. But you know when you're
no fashion faux pas ever?
I'm sure, but like you're gonna block this out of your memory. Like I would have to like
I'm still feeling the embarrassment.
Well, that's because it's like
right now.
Within the week, right? Like I know that I've been embarrassed I'll tell you one actually.
Thank God.
No, when I was grocery shopping the other day, I was wearing a hat and I went to like get this thing. I don't know. It was like behind. It wasn't like a full glass, but it had like a half glass. So it was like what I needed was here.
Yeah.
So I went to reach for it, and my hat like fucking. And the girl next to me just kind of looked at me, and I just was like.
But nobody could see your vagina.
It's one of those moments where you're just like, yeah, like
that happened.
I just fucking slammed my head into a glass thing. Like it's great, and I know you've done those things before too. Yeah. I don't think anyone's ever seen my vagina, but these things happen. And no one saw your vagina because you were wearing underwear. And also,
how do you know?
I know. I've come with you to Victoria's Secret enough times.
I'm wearing underwear. I wish I could like not wear underwear. I think that's a cool thing.
It's just like the hygiene of that freaks me
out. I just feel like it would be very uncomfortable.
In the summers in Texas, like, no.
Just dripping sweat.
I mean, pass.
Well, what I really wanted to talk today was on
about your vagina.
Always want to talk about vagina. Actually, I would love, not today, this is not on the topic for today, but I'm going to start putting some just like nuggets out. We're going to talk about sex on this podcast. Okay? Not today. Don't worry. It's okay. Maybe that day I will warn you ahead of time.
I wouldn't surprise me with that one. Actually, Maybe you should. That might go better.
I think we need to. Like,
I'm
again,
happy to talk
not
about sex.
today.
Like, I won't be talking about my sex life per se.
No, we don't need to go in depth on our sex
I fear you
lives.
would if I was like,
I
I'm
may.
into
I
this.
may.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that.
I think
I've
it's
gotten better over the years.
talking about it just in general. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. I think that that is a
I
healthy
said,
thing for us to talk about,
yeah.
especially as women who are in marriages. I talk about this with all of my other
I
girlfriends.
mean, we talk about it, but just not on live TV.
Right, but 5 people are watching, so it's going to be
Whatever.
okay.
I said vagina. I don't know what you want me to do.
But don't worry, we're not talking about vaginas or sex today. I'll give you a heads up. When I watch The Real Housewives of Rhode Island, that's our deal. We can talk some sex.
So episode 3. This is not
Next
today,
episode, stay
but
tuned.
next time.
No, I really, really am struggling right now, and I want to use this forum to talk through body image.
I was not sure what you were about to say.
Oh, what did you think I was struggling with? I'm struggling with a lot of things, so I'm
I don't know. I
curious.
thought you were gonna go into some sort of reality shtick, like because you normally you're like that's like super serious.
It
for
is
you. It's
very
like you're reality
serious. I told you
TV
about the David
people.
Beckham a couple months ago. That was serious.
Yeah, I forgot, but yes, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, body image. I love that. We've talked about like the dieting yo-yo culture, and I feel like this is gonna be an iteration of itself because like we need to keep talking about it. This is tough.
And it's why we bonded, I think, right? Like we started talking openly about how we felt about our bodies, eating, dating, clothes, and shopping. And I think the more that I go through life, people are still not talking about it, which is really irking me out.
And we're like back in this like skinny movement because of
Yes.
the
And I'm struggling with it.
yeah,
I
it
feel
is
like 2
tough.
years ago, I was not feeling this way. And maybe being in this new corporate work environment where I have to be in an office and I have to be dressed up,
Yeah,
like
I'm imagining that's probably really tough.
I'm struggling. Like I am harder on myself with what I'm wearing, what I'm looking like. And the summertime is coming up. Everybody is talking about being at the pool, etc. And I'm like trying to get out of my head with, you know, being super strict on eating or working out because you know that we can get to that point in life and be very proud of like us and the bodies that we've created, the bodies that we can move and make us happy regardless of what they look like. And I'm just like, it's that push pull.
I mean, I get it. It's like the woes of being a female. I don't know. I feel like I'm having the opposite right now. Like
Oh,
as
so
you were talking about it,
jealous.
I was like, I feel like I'm just having this like radical acceptance of like this is who I am. I also like I mean for the last however many years I've been so consistent with the gym and I think feeling as strong as I do because I love not only do I like to lift weights for like the physical aspect, but mostly it's because it tames my anxiety when I'm
Yeah.
like that really helps me
Are
to
you a
go and
dog?
just well, I don't know, I get really like short of breath and like that just helps me take a moment to like because it forces you to do something else
Yeah.
for whatever amount of time. I don't know, I just that's been like really helping me and I think there's definitely been a few times where I'm teetering on like maybe I don't need to be doing two-a-days or like it's good to take a rest day. Like I
Two-a-days.
really struggle with that. You have done them too, so I don't want to hear it.
So many years ago. Well, just
More
a couple, like a
recently.
month ago. But that was because
Correct.
you took me to the gym and I had already gone.
Right.
I
Two-a-days.
do love that. I'm so grateful for you and helping to get me back to a spot where like I like and enjoy working out on my own and getting into that routine. Like I used to have to, you would have to drag me. I wouldn't go by myself. I would be like, okay, you're going to a class, I'll go with you. I like the strength part. I don't know if it's like finding new clothes. It's the clothes part. It's the, I don't,
Yeah. I mean, I think that makes sense too because we were joking about this before. Like our typical like outfits
yeah.
couldn't be more opposite. Like, and I don't know if it's because you grew up in like a warm climate where like you had to think a lot more about this, and I grew up wearing like a groufit. Like that was my
Groufit. What's a groufit?
oh my God, that's like a full gray sweatsuit. It wasn't really cool until a
Groufit. I thought
couple of
maybe you were
years
saying
ago.
grunge outfit.
No, I mean it was probably really grungy, but that's like what we wore. And like being in sports, and like you're always in like sweatpants and like either my
Yeah.
swimsuit or my like rowing outfit was underneath it. But I was always wearing like sweatshirt and sweatpants. And now this whole movement of matching set sweatsuits, like I basically feel like I'm corporate professional when I'm wearing a matching top and bottom sweatsuit. Like that is
And I don't own, oh, I do. I own one that you got me
correct
as a gift.
that you
I wear
it
not
rarely
together.
sees
I
the
can't
light
wear
of
them
day.
together.
That's literally the whole point.
I know, but it looks
It's so polished.
too, what did you say? Groufit. It looks.
It's not even gray.
I know, it's green. I love it. Separate pieces.
No, that's like the absolute wrong way to wear this. I'm gutted by this discovery. I'm like broken up inside. No, but I think like you grew up in Miami where you can't wear a sweatsuit all the time. And I don't, I mean, I'm sure there's days where like I definitely don't feel great about my body. Like that, I don't think ever goes away as a woman, no matter where you are in your body image, dieting, like wherever that is. But I'm like most comfortable, like it's like a movement on social media where it's like the Adam Sandlering, where a girl like, comes
Yes.
home
Yeah.
and like, takes her dress off and her heels off and puts like an oversized t-shirt with holes and sweatpants. Like that's me. Like
Oh, I stay in my outfit all day.
yeah, but like I'm fine to like you should see me walk the dog in this neighborhood. Some days I'm like, hey,
Oh my gosh.
that I'm so much more comfortable just wearing
Yeah.
sweats all the time. Like not because
I wish I could be like that. If I were in sweats, you know something is wrong. Like I'm having a really bad day.
it's a detriment
I'm ill.
time. Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. Like if I could feel comfortable in that, but every time I wear sweats, I feel blah, like worse about myself.
I think that's just because that's what's comfortable to you. Like when I'm like super dressy, I'm like, this is not the way that like I just don't, it's what you don't wear a lot. So it's not
Yeah.
as comfortable. And I feel like when I was younger, I used to wear sweats to like hide my body. And now since having lost a decent amount of weight, I still enjoy it. And I'm like, I'm not hiding anything. Like I'm just comfortable. Like I want to be comfortable at every junction of my life.
I do too. I'm just more comfortable
Right,
wearing
but you're
something.
comfortable as
Yeah.
like jeans and a collared shirt. And like, which I love for
Yes,
you.
it really is.
Right, I know. Like this is
I wore that to Costco
literally
yesterday.
every podcast that we ever do, you'll probably always look nice and I'll be wearing something much more casual.
You always look nice. You look put together. You're not Adam Sandlering because Adam Sandler like didn't brush
are
his
my
teeth
nice
or his
sweats.
hair or take a shower. Like you're showered. You have a beautiful face of makeup on. Your hair is done. Like
That's the
you're well
trade,
put
though.
together.
My
That's the
hair and
trade.
makeup is done, but like these are my nice sweats.
I guess that's fair. You have to have two of the three, right? So I am always a makeup and outfit, and my hair is DVD. So that's fair.
Yeah. I'm like one of the three usually.
No, you always have your hair and makeup done.
No.
A little makeup.
I feel like
stitch.
normally I would do makeup over hair. Like I'm happy to put a hat on and call it a day.
Yeah, you just know how to do your hair very well and like quick.
I would just let it be.
I'm so sad because I really thought that we could talk here about like struggling
so
body
sorry,
issues
but
and
I've gone through all of those.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just like at the current point in my life, I'm feeling very like, I don't know if it's just this like sheer exhaustion where I'm like, because
it
even
is exhausting
for
to think about.
like
even.
our wedding party or whatever we're calling it, whatever other people are calling it, we know I'm feeling a bit bitter about that.
Our wedding party?
Like in November, I
I
feel
was like, are we doing it again? Oh my God, I'm so
No.
excited.
No.
Let's get the gang back together. We said we wanted to get married every year.
I can't afford to get married every
That's
year.
fair, that's
It's
fair.
like it was a crippling. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. But like
We're still recovering.
imagine we say that to Kyle and we have to redo our master bathroom. And he'd be like, "And who's paying for all of this?" He's like, "Start selling your body on the internet."
The sugar daddy that I'm finding at one of these events that I have. Remember? Didn't I tell you about this?
Yeah.
My goal in life now is to be a sugar baby. We've already discussed this, my husband and I, don't worry. And I know we just talked about sex too, and like we wanted nothing about that. I just like, I'll go to your event. I'll like be on your arm. Like,
You're like, "Look at me, I'm gorgeous."
yeah, I'll hang out with your grandkids. Like, cause we know you have them.
And like I'm fun. And like I'm a cool stepmom.
So much fun. And then you can like write me in your will for the billions of dollars that you have.
I mean, I would love that, especially because I would love a small chunk of whatever you inherit.
I will be giving you that.
Thank you so much.
100%.
I'll
I'm
make
gonna have a
bread for
list.
the rest of your life. Like I'll come keep the bread coming.
Yeah. We were at the store yesterday and I said to Eden, like, you need bread? And he goes, no, I have some in the freezer. I was like, okay. He won't eat any other bread now.
I love it. He did text me after like a couple loaves ago and he was like, I could pay you for these. And I'm like, you don't need to pay me. Like
so
I love
obsessed.
making bread. So I'm thrilled to be doing that. No, I think part of me wonders if I was just like so exhausted that like now I'm just in this spot of like, I don't know, this is what it's supposed to be. Like there was so much, I felt so much pressure of like, oh, if you're going to wear a dress or whatever else, like when you get married, obviously I didn't wear any sort of dress. That wasn't my vibe. But like,
No, but you wore white, which I was so pumped about.
yeah, but like, I think there's just, everybody's like shredding for the wedding or those types of things.
Yeah,
And I didn't really do a lot of that, but I feel like there was just this pressure that I had on myself. And then you just get to a point where you're like, so what? Like, I'm not going to not take pictures because I don't like how I look. Even if it's not for me, I'm like,
yeah.
for someone else, right? Like, it's exhausting to care this much, but I totally appreciate what you're going through. I'm like,
Carrying so
I'm
much.
sure
I'm
in 3 months'
exhausted.
time, I'll be like right back where you are.
I'll be
But
like,
for
I'm
now,
feeling great. Good luck.
I'm feeling,
That's what I'm going to match you with. That's what's
Yeah.
going to happen in 3 months.
and that's fair.
I'm going
I
to
hope-
process this in therapy and I'm going to be on the other side.
I bet it's just because you're back in an office environment, which at first I was like, that makes sense. But now I'm also like, you literally dress nice all the time. I know this is like a different level.
This is on a level. The reason I'm wearing this is because I needed you to know if this was corporate enough. Is this corporate enough? It's probably not. These people
We
are
can shush it up, but I think it's
on
fine.
a level.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the corporate environment that I'm accustomed to. They're all wearing a different, I haven't seen outfit repeats.
You're like, where are you guys getting
Multiple,
money for this?
correct.
Like, hello.
Correct. Rent the Runway. But then Rent
that
the
is
Runway is causing me issues because
You have a hole in your vagina.
right, exactly.
like-
You get me so well. Ugh. Not just that, but like,
It's tough.
you and I can't just walk into a store and buy something off the shelf. Like,
Yeah.
there's some work that
yeah.
has to be done.
It's getting better. It's definitely better than when
No store carries longs.
Okay,
no
not
store.
longs, but I think in general you could go and get a dress where maybe before like it's not
100%,
it's not
yeah.
fixed, but it's like slowly moving in that direction.
Correct. I think maybe ordering, you have to guess on Rent the Runway, right? So like, you're like, I'm this size, I guess. And then they send it to you and you're like, oh, I wasn't that size.
Well, it's hard because every brand you're like, I'm this here, I'm that there, I'm here. Like,
So it's throwing me off. You know, I'm getting these clothes in the mail that are supposed to make me feel excited to get all
you're
dressed
like,
up for
"Fuck this
work.
shit."
Yeah, I mean, I have a skirt that I'm absolutely going to wear, but does it fully zip? No, it doesn't. I found a shirt that will cover the part that's not going to zip
I
because
was just talking about that night at that Mexican restaurant like recently. I don't know who, I must have been telling Kyle. That's for another day.
I had the best meal of my life and my
Those
jeans no
nachos.
longer fit.
Those nachos were really good.
It was time to unbutton.
My brother was mortified. He was like, Ariel.
Nobody could see.
I mean, I would do the same thing now, and I have done it, but I think it was just the way
The
you
announcement.
you were like, and I'm unbuttoning my pants now.
That's fair.
And my brother who was
I think it was the first time I was meeting them.
yeah, he must have been just 21, if not maybe a little bit younger.
That long ago?
Yeah, that was like when I first moved to Dallas.
Fuck.
Like maybe 2 years into Dallas. So he probably was actually under 21.
I'm a wild card. You just don't know.
And that's what I love about you. But that was tough for him to experience because you literally just were like loudly, because you don't whisper well.
No, I'm trying at work now. Like, you're in
How's that
open,
going?
not well. Everybody knows about everything. They've come over to
You're
my
like,
desk.
sorry, could you hear me? And they're like, yeah, you're screaming.
A few people already came over and they were like, man, we loved the events team when there weren't a lot of people over here. Now it's very loud. I was like,
Like, it's just
it's
me.
actually just me over here.
The noise change is like being driven by my voice, but that's like what makes you great.
I guess. I don't know. That puts it into perspective. You're right. There's just a lot of variables that are at play right now. I'm in my head about how I'm performing and showing up, and then in turn, like not feeling 100% with the new clothes that I'm getting. And
Yeah.
it's a lot. And it's been a while since I felt this way about my body.
Yeah, which sucks. I mean, that's not, it
Sucks.
sucks because it's like something you don't want to have to deal with, but also it's like this universal, I shouldn't even just say female. I think a lot of guys experience it, but they're just probably more practiced in like not feeling the feelings
Yeah.
because they've never
Yeah.
really had a space to do so. Whereas like, women, we have more of a space to do so. I think we've also been exploited more in some ways when it comes to like
Fuck
body.
yes.
But I think like the mental health thing is one of those things where I'm like, I feel like men have it just as bad. Like they're, but they just don't,
And it's
they
devastating
still
because
don't
they,
talk about it as
right,
much.
right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry you're going through that, but hopefully you'll join me on this side
I hope so.
eventually.
Well, I know
Hopefully
that
I stay here.
well, that's the thing.
It's hard to
It's like the
know.
grief that we were talking about the last episode. You don't really know. I thought I was recovered from
wild fucking
this. I thought I loved
west.
my body and we were done.
No.
Check, check. Like,
No.
how am I back in a phase that I got over 10 plus years ago, you
'Cause you
know?
don't get over it.
I guess
I remember when I
not.
was going through like EMDR for binge eating, and after like the years of going through it, and I was like, wow, I feel like I'm in a much better place. And I still am. I'm like, I rarely binge. Like that chapter of my life, I found much better like coping mechanisms. But I remember my therapist being like, you'll never, like, you're always going to have bad self-image days. Like, she's like, there's going to be days where you look at your body and you're like, gross.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the reality of it. And she's like, even if you don't have this like trauma of like dieting or body image or whatever else, she's like, no person just every day is like, I look great. Like,
Yeah.
and maybe there's different like not variables, like levels of that. Like some
Be a
people are
variable,
probably
right?
super hard on themselves, or others are like, yeah, I don't really look great today.
Yeah,
they
and
just
I'm on the
move.
extreme of
Yeah.
that variable, right? It wasn't a variable. I don't know what it was, but I got stuck on the variable word, so I just
It was definitely
threw it out.
It's not variance. I can't be sure.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm bummed out about. Like I've done all this really hard work on getting to a point where like our bodies are strong. I don't want to be stick thin. I don't need to be a size 2. I don't care about the number that's on the scale. I care about how I feel and what my body is doing for me. And right now it's like
You care a lot
I do
about it.
care.
Yeah. I mean, I think you just have to refocus and like prioritize like shifting the way you think about yourself.
Yeah.
Like try and catch yourself in the moments where you're like, I hate this because of X, Y, and Z, and like force yourself to say something nice in the mirror. It's not going to fix itself overnight, but I think
No.
you have to be intentional about like writing how you
I'm
feel,
saying all the
right?
nice things like about myself internally, not externally. That's my problem. Whereas usually I'm like, you're gorgeous, you're fabulous, everything is great. Now I'm like, ugh, I guess you're like kind of smart, but other than that, these pants are fucking busting at the seams, bitch. Like, and like it's not
I know.
like fuck.
It's just too many things are probably.
And it's not my fault. That clearly wasn't the size for me on Rent the Runway.
I
But
know.
like,
I know.
here I am.
Yeah, it's not a linear path. I wonder too if like I usually get really anxious before I go on site for like a couple weeks because I'm like, I'm gonna be so interrupted from my workout routine, and then that makes me feel worse about my body. Like I definitely struggle with that balance. So I wonder, because you've really had to shift your workout routine drastically for this job, if
That's funny
like
that you say
contributing to
that.
that.
Yeah,
'Cause it's the control that we're like, well, that's the thing we control. And if now we can't, now it makes me feel like my body is different or worse because
I wish I wasn't so controlling in that. Like, why are we so black and white in how we operate? I told myself when I started this job,
we're sociopaths.
it's crazy.
Yeah, right on the edge.
Like this is teetering. We're there already, but like if you want to say edge, that's fine. We could be
Well,
nice to ourselves.
that's fair.
I think that's what it is. I forgot what I was even saying.
I was wondering because like the light went from your eyes, and I was like, hello? Is this thing on?
What were we talking about?
Honestly,
Couldn't tell me.
that was crazy. No, we were talking about being sociopaths, which you confirmed. And I'm
My
feeling
ADHD
like,
just kicked in hard.
I mean, that's the name of the
I
game.
think it's, yeah, you're right. It's the black and white. So I told myself that
You
I would
said that.
work out to
You're right.
repeat.
And I'm right.
If I could work out 3 to 5 times a week at this new job, then I'm good. Why am I giving myself that? That's not going to happen. There are going to be times where I'm going to be on site for 10 days and you're not going to work out.
know.
And then there are going to be days where it's going to be like the easiest, breeziest week and you can work out every day. But you're right. It's thrown me off. And now I just like...
I think it's tough because it's like, I say this to Kyle a lot because sometimes I'm like, oh, I really don't want to go to the gym today. And I don't feel that way often. Most of the time I'm like, I want to go to the gym either because I'm heavily anxious and I'm like, this will make me feel better.
Right.
Or I'm just like excited about doing the workout or whatever. Like if it's a spin class, I'm always like, oh, I want to do that. And whenever I feel that way, I have a hard time weighing like, do I need to listen to my body? Is my body trying to tell me something? Or am I just like being lazy? Not lazy, but like there is like a regiment, right? Like people always say, I don't know exactly how they phrase it, but it's like, I'm not always motivated, but I'm just like, I'm consistent.
Yeah.
Like every time I get up and go to the gym, it's not because I'm like, yay, like I love
I
going
think you're
to
right.
do that,
It's
but like
become ingrained within us.
and it's important. Like that's what we need to do. But I think that is a hard balance of like, I get why you would set a number, right? Because I do think those types of things where like the only person that benefits from you going to the gym in theory is you. So and it's easiest to let ourselves down. So I think I do that too, where I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 days a week minimum. And I obviously can, vary from that. But I think sometimes if I don't give myself a goal, I'm like, well, it's easy to be like, oh,
0.
Yeah. And that I get
And then
why.
3 weeks go by and we still haven't gone to the gym. And then it's harder for us to go. Whereas if it's a routine, then it's like second nature. And even if we don't want to go, by the time we're there, we know why we pushed ourselves to do it, right? Halfway through the workout, you're like, fuck, this is everything I needed to feel
and once
better.
you get there, it's like fine. It's just the act of like
getting out of bed,
right,
getting
or
your
just,
clothes
like,
on.
whatever else.
I guess you're doing afternoon, evening workouts, which like that's
Yeah.
God's work. Whoever is going to the gym after a work day, more power to you. That's never happening to me.
I think it's like the best time because I used to work out in the mornings all the time.
That's all I do.
I love the after work because it like turns my brain off. Like when I work out in the morning, I'm like, then I'm
reeling.
It's really hard for me to like have a clear, like, I'm done working. I'm now living my life because especially working from home, it's like, well, there's no like stop. So I feel like getting up and going to the gym is my like,
need the boundaries.
And now I'm moving on to a different part of my day.
Maybe I'll start with the like evening workouts. Maybe that's a good way to look at it. Like I'm not going just to like start my day and sweat. Like that's why I started doing Pilates classes too. I need to slow down. I need to stretch. I need to listen to my body when maybe I did some crazy throughout the week. But my goal is the next time we meet I have a few homework tasks.
Okay.
I have to watch.
So I take notes. Real Housewives.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I need to start like weaning back on my expectations of what the gym looks like or what I'm expected to look like at the office and just see how things come. Because when I start to feel more comfortable with this job, I'm sure the rest will come. I'm not going to be so critical on my body and what I'm looking like.
And just give yourself grace. Like you're not going to all of a sudden in a week be like, wow, I feel so much. Like that's just not, we don't get to that point that quickly. So it like takes, I feel like it's any shift where it's just like, we want it to happen. We want it to happen now. And then it's like,
no.
Yeah. It's because we have no patience.
I did all the fucking work.
Yeah. Not an ounce of patience. At least I have none. I feel strongly that I can speak for you. And if your husband was here, I think he'd be like, correct.
I'm getting better.
I'm not. And I don't see that being something that's on the top of my list at therapy. Like, I just want shit done now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't need
Right, so
to
I don't think you're
that.
getting better.
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that we could talk about this so much more if you were feeling the same way as me. But here I am.
You want me to lie?
Thank you for the therapy session. Appreciate it. Maybe some other people will feel the same way as me.
That's all we can hope. That's why we're here.
And pray that next time we chat,
you'll be just thinking of yourself in a better light.
Great. And no holes in my pants. And with that, bye.